Okay, here's my sound preferences. I like a variety of different tunings, but really what gets my juices flowing, starting from the lower octaves, is in the bass. I like my bass punchy, tight, fast with a kick. I like a little bit of energy down there, maybe a little bit of warmth, but not too much getting into bass bleeding. It's got to have enough weight to make male vocals, make piano, cello, percussions, have the right tonality. When it comes to my mids, I do like my mids and mid clarity, but I don't like too forward a mid, so that's the upper mids I'm talking about. So keep the pinna gain down a little bit and not make it too forward a presentation. And when it comes to the highs, I do like my sparkly highs. At my age, I'm probably losing a little bit of the high frequencies. But not too much where it's sibilant and in your face. So that's what I like. Hello, what am I doing today? Well, I'm borrowing my dog's toy, Kilo's toy, for a prop to begin this video. And welcome back to my channel. And if you're just joining me, congratulations, lucky you. Not so lucky me doing this earbud shootout. Let's do some qualification right off the get-go, shall we? I'm not a big fan of earbuds. I'll be honest with that. Though I do see the appeal to those. A couple things that they do different than IMs and headphones, or for me, mostly IMs, unless they're open back, is that you get to get some ambient noise in you. So the isolation, you can hear things going on around your house or where you are, public transit, whatever, that you can get ambient noise. So you're not completely tuned out to the world, though that wouldn't be a bad thing with all the crazy batshit stuff going on in the world at this moment. Now, enough bloody rambling. What do I got for you? 6 earbuds. I just turned down another one. I turned down the Fool new one coming out because, well, they're not for me. And I never did do a full video of these really expensive $329 NiceHCK EBX25s. Why? Because, well, other than the packaging and the unboxing, which was stellar, I wouldn't have a lot of positive things to say. So, though I am kind of doing it in a roundabout way in this kind of format. So, same thing with these TGX SERATUS, I think that's how you pronounce it, earbuds that Jim gave me, and he's local. He's actually from not far from me, who makes these, and I can see why he had some very good success as well. Let's talk about these earbud shootout. Where am I going to start? Well, I'm going to start about something legendary. There you go. And I do think that is the case with the Velcan Electronics Monk, right? These are $5. $5. And anybody thinking about trying earbuds, just buy these to start off with. I think that's a good go. In fact, I think they make that combination with their little Devastator dongle. The two sound fantastic. I'll get more into that. $5, 15.4 millimeter driver. So these are bigger drivers than you would find in IEMs. 64 ohms, and the shell overall is almost 17 millimeters. So this is the thing about earbuds and why they don't work for me. Well, most of them don't fit. I can get them in, but they don't. I mean, they kind of stay there, right? So fitment isn't bad, but I'm not a fan of it. You know, you just touch the cord a little bit and you can feel them tugging in your ears. I don't like that. In the case of those high expensive NiceHCKs, they literally just fall out of my ears. It's completely useless for me. And it's hard to do this review in the shootout without consciously putting them in all in the same spot, trying to get them positioned all in the right spot where they at least have a decent competitive shootout that's fair, right? And so the next one up that I am going to talk about too is their $10 Monk. In this one here, it's called the Monk SL, and a little bit different, little smaller driver, 14.8 driver, 32 ohms impedance, so a little easier to drive. Comes across that way too. And then Lee also, just so you know, every one of these IMs was given to the channel for review, so they're all going to be equally biased. Then he gave me these ones here, the Monk SM, so slim metal. I'll talk about those two. Again, these are $20, and they make a titanium version for $40. This one is the universal one with a nice silver SPC cord and mic as well. So that's how I ended up testing some dongles that had mic input as well. So that was kind of cool. 14.8 again millimeter driver. Shell is 16.4. So again, these ones probably out of all of the ones that I've tested so far really fit me the best. And I kind of like them. Even when you tug on it, they don't fall out. So kind of like these ones a lot, especially for $20. Now, let's talk about the Monk first. Let's talk about that $5 one. And I've heard, before I even heard this, I've heard about this. It seems to be legendary in the world of earbuds because it honestly sounds pretty damn good. My preferences are on to the more of the warm and bassy side, not so bright sibilant, and these hit the mark really well for me. They're smooth, they're warm, they're musical. And the thing about earbuds I like, and it's different from IMs, is you get a sense of a very large stage, right? It's like open back stuff. You get the bigger sense of stage and where things are, instrument placements are coming from. I kind of like that about earbuds, and that's part of why I see the appeal for these, right? I like the vocals on this set. I really did. I thought that was pretty standout. And now, that's those. What if you spent $5 more and you got these little guys? Am I showing you the right one? No, I'm not. The SL. They kind of look like metal, but they're not. They're just plastic. $5 more. What do you get? Well, if you wanted a little bit more forward vocals, female vocals come popping out with this set. A bit more tonal weight in the mids, which I also liked. A bit more sparkle up top, and a little bit more V-shaped than just the $5 Monk. So out of the two, though, I'm still going back to the $5 one. For my preferences, I actually like the sound better. Now, throwing in another one into the mix, I'm going to go by price here. Let's talk about the $20 one. And that's the one with that silver cable. That's the slim metal. Again, out of this whole bunch, I think these are my favorite, especially for 20 bucks. Super easy to drive, right? I'll say that. Clarity, resolution, and everything kind of perked up over the other two monks. Female vocals have a less thick, less warm tonality than the other two monks. More accurate, more articulating, better for instruments, especially strings and that stuff. Nice soft cable. I got to say that about this one too. This silvery cable. It's well made. I'll say that. Best for instrumental with all of these that I've tried. This is the $20 Monk Slim Metal. It was a good balance between warm and overly resolving, in my opinion, right? Then the next up was the $32 NiceHCK. I did a review on these ones. This was the ECB 80s. I think it's a smoother sound than the two low-end monks. I think if I rated these in sound quality, which I will probably at the end, I think this was the third best sounding. And it's not as balanced as the slim metal. That was one thing that I noticed about the VE one. I really like that $20 one. I think that one, again, for my taste, was one of the best sounding in this bunch. Simple, basic, decent chord. I do find some of these rubbery chords with the NiceHCK ECB80 a little rubbery, I guess. That I don't like the chord on this one at $32 as much as I do with the really just entry-level $5 mug. I think I like that really soft little rubbery chord better. Next up in this six-way shootout, if I wasn't so sick, I'd probably do an infographic, but, you know, it's a lot of time. I already spent a lot of time listening to these, so... What about the TGX SERATUS? $199. I'm giving this one number one in sound quality because it really does sound good. It's 200 bucks. And I understand that this is even inexpensive one. This was a B stock that Jim just gave me. I don't see anything cosmetically wrong with them. I don't really care. They sound fantastic. Whatever driver he's using in this sounds really good. I put it as value number 3 because it's 200 bucks, even though it sounds the best. So it very much sounds. What did I say? Between the Monk, the $5 one, and the Slim Metal. With the energy, it just had a really nice balance, really nice tonality, and it just sounded good to my ears. Most natural sounding, fabulous vocals, resolution. It needed, interesting, because these are bigger drivers than you find in IMs typically. It's like the binary acoustics Dynaquatros. These things need power to get them to go, and it's a good thing that I have some power. I was using it off the Ibasso DX340, but then I would send the output out to that Kai Designs amp or the topping A90D with 10 watts of power, and then I got lots of juice. So I understand Velcan makes that Megatron amp too, which is supposed to be crazy powerful, but I think that would go well with this too. Next up, $329, nice HCK EBX25. These things are metal, they're heavy. The cable itself, MMCX, detaches. Quite soft fabric cable, gorgeous case, phenomenal unboxing, $329 worth. To my ears, honestly, they sound like ass. Bright and sibilant, not a good fit. Again, two things that happen with earbuds for me is, okay, you sort of get them in, but you just tug on them just a little bit, and these things pop out. Like for me, so not only is the the design too bulbous, it's too thick, and it just doesn't sit in my ears. I don't sound like I'm the only one. To the rest of the guys in the Audioholics, Canucks Audioholics group, hate earbuds too. They just don't work for their ears too. So if I figured, and my ears fit pretty much every single IM, big ones, small ones, so I don't really have a trouble with fitment in my ears, but something with earbuds just doesn't agree with me. Not a good fit. Fallout, again, they're heavy. Gorgeous build. You made them beautifully built, and I love so many things about this set, like the red and the blue, 4.4. Everything was fantastic, except for this sound, hollow, tinny, really sibilant for me. Heavy and uncomfortable. End of review for those. They were the worst for value. I'm going to probably do an infographic. I think I will. Worst for value for me, and sound quality. And if I had to rate these things again, how did I really rate them? Well, value-wise, I mean, come on. That $5 Monk sounds good. Zero complaints. $5. Like I said, if you haven't bought a set of earbuds before, I think it's an awesome place to start. And then for me, what was the overall best value sound quality performance was definitely these slim metal. I love the look, the feel, the comfort was decent for me. Lots of accessories, came with a nice little pouchy case. Again, I would buy that with this Devastator dongle if you're just starting off. I mean, that'll $30 get you going. Pretty cool. And again, full featured microphone, that kind of stuff. That was best value, and sound quality for me. Really like that one a lot. The third, again, value-wise was the TGX, but again at $199. Sound quality fabulous. Pricey, right? But not really in the world of gear, but still $200 is a lot of money compared to that $20 one, right? Though it's not, this is 70% of the $200 one for $20. But if you're going for sound quality, the TGX one for me would have been the one to go with. Then up that other NiceHCK would have been, again, the $34 one, the ECB80. Again, no real complaints. Decent cable, comes in 4.4 as well. Comes with a little case, kind of like that one. I think good value. Then the number 5 would have been the metal looking version in the Monk SL at $10. Again, it's really hard to complain. That one would be a pick over the entry-level Monk if you wanted something a little bit more energetic up top. And then at very last place, of course, it would have to be that really expensive $329 NiceHCK, the EBX25. So $329. Yeah, not so much. Anyway, that's this kind of shootout that I had a chance to listen to. It was kind of interesting. I sat on Jim's IMs for quite a while. Never did a review on them. Wasn't an earbud fan, and you do have to spend a considerable amount of time listening to stuff. And again, when you're doing these like 6-way shootouts, man, oh man, same song 6 times. And then switch up gear, amps, go tubes, whatever, and then listen again and get your impressions. It's a whack of time, right? So days, actually, for me, before I can share my thoughts on stuff like this. But I'm glad I did. And if you're just thinking about starting off in the world of earbuds, again, there's some really great choices out here for cheap. I mean, go check out velcan.com and Lee's stuff there. I think it's worthy. And you know, that's probably the end of my journey for earbuds, to tell you the truth. Don't expect another one to come out from me. But I got a lot of, oh man, do I have some stuff coming from, oh yeah. Anyway, I won't spoil it. Lots of cool stuff, and that I'm very excited to share. And that's it for this review. Thank you for watching me once again blamble on about earbuds. Thanks.